thank you to Mr. Stein. Zeke's been a big help. Hope AJ has done the same for you.
I'd like to echo the sentiments of thanking Mr. Stein too for Tevin Coleman, Steady Eddie, Demarius Thomas. OBJ worked out great for you, brother. The hell with you, Stein. That's for you. Mike, you want to take this away?
Ed, a year ago, we saw you in the finals against the big man, Connie Johnson, and you weren't able to walk away with a win that time.
No, he was too much for me.
Well, now you're in the finals again. You're facing down Chief. Is this going to be different from last year?
My team is too much for him, yeah.
Now, you suffered a lot of injuries early on in the season. I don't think anyone predicted that you'd be able to recover from it. I mean, you perhaps had the most injuries of all, and yet you made it to the Super Bowl. I mean, some folks like Leary, they're perpetually whining about injuries, but you never whined even once. You were just on the waiver wire. You were just picking up players. You made it to the finals. I mean, what's your advice to someone like Leary who's just known as an injury whiner?
No advice like that. What I would just say is, fantasy football, it's all luck. It's all you can really do. Hopefully you can recover from the injuries. I had Peterson go down and Watkins go down.
Plus you got ripped off from Pecosi.
Yeah, with the McCoy.
That was rough.
He
It was
got
a good job. It was a good job I picked, though. Gotta give him props for that.
Yeah, he got what he deserved, though.
Oh,
Those Canton crooks.
I mean, speaking of the Canton Crooks, I mean, you did quite well this season against the Canton Crooks. I mean, you beat Crooked Pick, you beat your fellow Kentuckian Benjamin J. Stein.
twice.
You've had a great season with the Canton boys. Was there a secret to this success, or was it?
No. It's all luck. What can you do? Pick beat me in the trade, but I was fortunate enough to beat him in the game. And there's really not much you can do. Once the game starts, it's out of your hands.
I'm going to disagree with Ed's luck theory because it's not luck that Abu shits himself every time he does well in the regular season. It's not luck that Larry sucks every year. There's a lot of skill involved. I disagree, Ed. It's 2 years in the finals for you. You're too nice of a guy. You and Joe, man, you need to get some edge to you, and I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to turn you sour, brother.
And I'll tell you, if Joe was here, I'd be very happy for him. He should be sitting here. If he had Melvin Gordon, if he wasn't out on injuries, Joe would be sitting here and not me. That's what I consider luck. Injuries, you can't control them.
Well, it wasn't luck that
It was
scooped up
bad,
Kenneth Farrow
but
off
it
the
was-
waiver wire
But
after
that's
he
what you
announced.
consider bad luck.
Well,
Chief,
Misfortune.
Chief, let's rewind now. Let's rewind 10 years, Ed. Let's go back to the Bingham days. Your first day, you show up, Records team, you turn, you see this guy, he's there to train you, he's there to take you under his wing. I mean, you'd be able to credit him with, who you are today. He took you in at a, when you had more hair, and he trained you up in the world of the legal industry. And now you're up against him, and you're potentially, going to be taking him down, maybe. Do you think this history between the two of you guys affects the storyline for this competition?
It's been a decade and a half since I've known this gentleman. Taught me records, taught me conflicts, and taught me fantasy football. Because before I met him, I didn't play.
I had to coax him. Ed was around in the Cedric Rogers days when he was winning repeat titles after titles, and he just kind of walked away, retired in his prime. And I'm kind of suggesting that maybe, Ed, you should do the same. Retire in your prime. I'm not going to be a nice guy with you. I'm going to have to let you know that the Reaper comes for everybody. His friends, his family, his dogs.
But does he come for himself, like he will this weekend?
Chief, who do you think is going to be your critical player this week? Who's going to be the one?
I have looked it over. I think there's a lot of dependency on whether Melvin Gordon could play this week. It could affect Farrow. Julio Jones, if he plays, that could affect my wild card Taylor Gabriel. Dante Moncrief. Here we go with the injuries. I don't want to sound like Lears. or Abood for that matter. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Ed, what about for you? I mean, for you, is it Evans, Zeke? Who do you have in mind as the person you're,
My big three. I consider Winston one of them because I have him paired up with Evans and my tight end Brake. And Zeke, of course. So those I consider my big three. My team goes how they go.
I see that you picked up the Tennessee defense. Did you do that?
I did.
Okay. Well, that was to counter my San Diego stream. I'm not playing Carolina.
Can't have Minnesota going up against Green Bay.
They almost screwed you, buddy.
Negative points last week.
Yeah. It was like
That was against the Colts. Never mind the Green Bay's gonna do.
Minnesota's point totals were like Abood crown totals.
Ed, you beat Abood this season. Chief, unfortunately, succumbed to the eye of Jupiter hair deficiency. Do you think this is a way to look ahead to how the Super Bowl is going to play out? Is the champion over Abood going to win against the person who lost to Abood?
Abood aside, I'd say if I can give him 15 to 20 points, I would, because he's going to need it. He needs a handicap against me this week, and unfortunately, our league doesn't allow that. So, I don't know. I mean, I like Chief. I'm not one to brag, but if we're going to be straight up here, second place for you doesn't seem so bad.
Chief, I mean, a week ago we saw Ed and Joe, being total nice guys to each other, wishing each other luck. Ed,
Congratulating each other,
Ed,
yeah.
I think Ed even felt bad when he beat Joe, which, I mean, this is kind of unprecedented kind of behavior.
Yeah,
what
that
are
was
your
that was
thoughts on
that,
this?
that was the nice guy around, that was the like, hey, and over on our side, Anthony and I, we kind of went at it, and that's where I'm trying
Sure,
to
man, yeah.
that's where I'm trying to turn Ed into a mean guy. And I'm trying to get him to insult me, and he's doing the best that he can, but I'm not here to play nice guy with you, Ed. I'm just not here to play. I'm here to win a title. I've taken shit from all of these son of a bitches, including you, Jimian, new guy in the league, beat me 250 to 100 and thrown it up in my face. How did the playoffs work out for you this year, buddy? I'm here to let everybody know that the Reaper's time has come to wear the gold, and I don't care who I'm stopping over. And unfortunately, it's going to be the general over here.
Well, I think something that adds a little bit of the storyline to this is that, we're around the Christmas time right now, and for one of you, this victory is going to be a great, St. Nick is going to be bringing you a great present with a win. For the other one, your loss is going to be like a big old lump of coal. Well, in the spirit of, the holidays, maybe you guys can just shake hands, and we can look forward to a great weekend of fantasy football before the playoff week starts.
Saint Nick is friends with Zod. Can't stand the Reaper.
Folks, we'll be getting back to you once the season is done. This is Week 16, Fantasy Football Corporate Novice League.